So welcome back to everyone, and today we'll continue the join class. Okay, so yesterday we have seen what is inner join, right? So inner join is useful to combine both tables. Okay, so what are the records matches? Uh, it only joins that both tables. Okay, if we have a 10 records in left side table, and if you have records in right side table, okay, so it prints only 5 records. Okay, so inner join is useful to print what are the columns are in common. Okay, so let's see. Here we have two tables. Select star from stu underscore per. Okay, in here we have 5 columns, right? So and also we have one more table, that is dpet, and here we have 10 columns. Okay, so in this table we have 10 columns, right? Okay, so first we'll see quick recall on inner join. Then after that we'll go with left join. Okay, so I'm going to delete this, and here you have to give a alias name for the main table. After that, the second line, now you can pass inner join, and here you have to give the second table. Okay, stu. Oh, sorry, I have
The
not shared.
screen is
Yeah, yeah,
invisible, sir.
sorry. Okay, I'll start in the first. Okay, so select star from stu underscore, and here we have two tables, right? In these two tables we have created in yesterday. So one is stdu underscore dpt, and this table we have 10 columns, and also we have one more table, that is stu underscore per, and here we have 5 records. Okay, so in one table we have 10 records, and here we have 5 records. Okay, so now we'll see how to inner join. Okay, so and then we'll see left and right and full joiners. Okay, so let's see. First you have to give a name for a main table, and after that just type inner join. Okay, here you have to type your second table, that is stu underscore dept. Okay, and after that you have to give on. Here you have to give what are the columns you are going to match. Okay, so here we have id is a common column, right? Here I'm going to match a dot id equal to b dot id, because so here a is stu underscore pr table, and b is stu underscore. Okay, so stu underscore dept table, right? See here I'm going to combine both tables by using their field. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. You can get only 5 columns, but because so inner join is used to combine the columns, combine the table by using the matched columns, right? So here we in stu underscore per we have only 5 columns. Okay, so it goes and match checks what are the columns have matching here, right? And then it prints that all are the column. Okay, so now you can see here the first 4 columns are in stu underscore dpt, and next 3 columns in stu underscore per. Okay, so the inner join only prints the matched columns only. Okay, so the related columns, it will print only the related columns, right? So next we'll see the left join. Okay, so left join is used to uh, it takes left side table as a reference table. Okay, so if we have 10 tables in left side and a right sorry, we have 10 columns, that is, or if you have a 10 records in, record means rows, right? So if you have 10 records in left side, and if you have only 5 records in right side table, okay, so it takes as a reference of a left side table, right? Because it is a left join. Okay, so it takes 10 values. Okay, so 10 records, and try to match the right side table. In right side table we have only 5 records, right? So it's try to match the right side table. Okay, so if uh, we have only 5 matched columns, right? Remaining 5s are not in the right side table. Okay, so the if where the record is not here, so, okay, it takes as a null value. Okay, it takes as a null value. Okay, so let's see how it is work. Okay, so now you can see the left side table is stu underscore per. Here we have only 5 values, right? Here we have only 5 values. Then now the left join takes these 5 IDs on those are 1 4 6 9 2. Okay, it takes these 5 IDs and go on compare to here. Okay, and which what other IDs have matched, and it will print the record. Okay, and now I'm going to run this. Now we have get only 5 values, because in right side table we have 10 values, and left side table we have 5 values, right? So in left join it takes left side value as a reference table. Okay, in left side we have 5 values. Okay, and then it only prints the 5 values. Okay, so now I change the tables. Okay, and here instead of dpet, here I'm going to give per. Okay, and here I'm going to give dpet. Okay, dpt. Now in dpt we have 10 records, right? So we have 10 rows. Okay, so in id column we have 10 ids, right? So now the left join takes stu underscore dept is a left table, and stu underscore per is a right table, right? So now it takes 10 values and go and try to match here, right? So now we get 10 values, but solid. So but what are the items, that is what are the ids are not in stu underscore per, and it takes as a null value, because so in left join it takes left side value as a reference value. Okay, here we have 10 values, right? And it takes whole 10 value and go on match, try to match here. Okay, and if you take stu underscore per, here we have only 5 values, that is 1 2 and 4 and 6 and 9. Okay, we have only 5 values, and the remaining values are prints as a null, right? Okay, and this is left join. Okay, so left join means whatever, what table you are giving to in the give, or your given left side table or right side table, and it works depends on that. Okay, so if you are giving a higher value in left side, it takes the higher value and compare to the comparing to left side table, if sorry, comparing to right side table, and if the left side table has highest value, okay, so it prints what other values are matching. Okay, then and then it prints null value for what are the columns are not, what are the values are not matching here, right? Okay, because here we don't have data for 3 number, id number 3, and also id number 5, and also id number 7, and also id number 10 in stu underscore per. We have only 1, 2, 4, 6, and 9. But we have all data in left side table, right? So we have all data in left side table, and it prints the all the data. Okay, so in left side table we have id, name, dpt. These are left side table, and id, city, verbal number, district, those are right side table, right? So we have a 10 ids, and each id have their data in left side table. But if you go with right side table, we have only 5 records, right? So the remainings are placed as a null value. Okay, so now you can see here, so the third id is not there, that's only it prints null. Okay, if you go with 5, and here we don't have data in fifth id. Okay, and here if you go with 7, 7 also is a null, right? So 8 also null, and 10 also null. Okay, so this is left join. Okay, so if the right join is, if you go with a right join, is simply opposite to the left join. Okay, I'm going to run a right join here. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Now you get 5 value, because in now the right side table is stu underscore per, right? Okay, so in stu underscore per they have only 5 rows. Okay, so it takes that 5 rows as a reference value and go on comparing to the left side table. Okay, in left side table we have 10 values, right? So it takes only 5 values and compare to left side the table, what other columns are matching, what other records are matching, it returns the, right? So if I change the left side and right side table, now I'm going to give stu underscore per as a left side table. Now we have 5 value, right? And here I'm going to change dept as a right side value. In dept we have 10 values, right? So now you get 10 values, and what are the values not in stu underscore per? Okay, those values are written in null. Okay, so now you can see here. Okay, so this is a right join. Okay, it takes right table as a reference table. Okay, so now you can see here, so id, name, department, okay, those are in stu underscore department table, right? So here we have 10 values. Okay, so the 10 values are written. Okay, so if you go with left side table, okay, so if you go with left side table we have only 5 records, and the remaining records are in null. Okay, so this is the difference between left join and right join, right? So left join means it takes left side table as a reference table, and right join means it takes right side table as a reference table. Okay, so do you have any doubt in left and right join? No doubt. Okay, so do you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay, then we'll go with full join. Okay, so full join is simple. So it don't care about the matching value or not matching value, right? Like that. Okay, so if the value is left side or value is right side, it won't take, right? So simply it returns all the records. Okay, if the value is not there in left side table or right side table, it won't consider it, simply it prints all the value. Okay, if the value is not there, it prints as a null. That's all. Okay, so the full join means it's a combination of left and right join. Okay, so if you go with the left join, it takes left value as a reference value, and if you go with the right join, and right side table value is a reference value, and if you go with full join, and if the value is in left side or the value is in right side, it don't consider. Okay, it returns all values. Okay, so if you go with inner join, and that's also not consider if the value is in left side or if the value is in right side. Okay, so it simply match what are the values are matching. Okay, it only returns that value, but full join, it returns all the value if it is uh, if the value is matching or is not. Okay, so you don't consider, it will return all the values. Okay, so instead of right, okay, sorry, just you give full join. Okay, so now you can see here. Okay, so it returns all the value. Okay, so it returns all the value, it won't consider the matching items. Okay, so it returns all the value if the value is in left side or right side. Okay, so here I'm changing the tables into left to right. Okay, so now I run this. You can see here the all values has written, right? Okay, the full join means it won't consider what are the values are matching or what are the values are not matching. Okay, so it takes all the records. Okay, if the values matches, and it returns that records. If it is not matching, and simply it returns null value. Okay, it's a combination of left and right join, that's all. Okay, so if you have any doubt in joints. Okay, Vandana, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see one example, on real time example for joints. Okay, so we are mostly using inner and left join. Okay, and uh, we are rarely using the right join, and full join is rare, very much rare, right? So we are mostly using inner and left join. Okay, so let's see. And here we have some tables. Okay, so and yesterday I have shared a sample database. Okay, I'm going to do some joins in that database. Okay, so select star from, first I'm going to give orders, right? So orders, and here we have order ID, order customer ID, and employee ID, and order date and shipper ID. Okay, so by using this table, I can get the customer name, customer detail also, and also employee name and employee detail also, and shipper name and shipper detail also, right? So because we have a common column between customer ID and customer table, and also employee ID and employee table, and also shipper ID and shipper table. Let's see. Okay, so select star from. So now first I will show the customer table. I'll run both. Okay, here I just pass top two for better see top. Here I have to use empty caption. Okay, and here I have to give space, and also here I am to use stop and space too. Okay. So now you can see here we have a column, common column between customer table and order table. Okay, so now you can connect both tables, right? So now you can get the customer name, customer contact name, addresses, and whatever you want relate to customer. Okay, so you can now you can fetch the data, right? So because we have a common column between customer table and order table, right? And also employee, and now I am run this. Okay, so we can also have employee id and also the employee id in employee table. Okay, so here also we can get the employee first name, a last name, birth date, photo, footnotes. Okay, so whatever we want we can connect the both table and we can get the results, right? So and we have one more id, that is shipper id. Okay, so now you can connect the shipper ID into your shipper table and you can find the phone number and you can find the shipper name also. Okay, so then now we have uh, three tables we can join into a single order table, right? So next we have two more tables in it. Okay, so if I want to know what are the products have ordered here, okay, and also what is the order detail, okay, so we have two more tables. One is order detail, okay, so and here we have only the order detail ID, order ID, and product ID and quantity. So yeah, okay, so here we have product ID, order ID, and quantity, and also order detail ID, right? So here you can see in orders table we have order ID and also order detail table. Here also we have order ID, right? So now you can connect these two tables. Okay, so now you can what or how much quantity have sold or have shipped to what customer. You can connect these five tables, right? And the final question, what is the product, right? So what is the product? I can also connect the product id into my product table. Okay, so now when I run this, okay, so here I have give two top two rows only. Okay, that's why it printing two rows. Okay, so now you can see here we have product id in product table and also product id in order detail table. Okay, so here I'm going to give order detail. Now you can see here, so we have product id in product table and also product id in order table. So now you can get the entire tracking data. Okay, so you can find how many orders have sold and what are the customers are bought that orders and what are the employees are or what where shipped that order and which shipment have placed it. You can also get that detail and also what are the quantity have shipped. Okay, that detail also you can get from connecting these tables. Okay, so totally we have, and totally we have a category table and also we have a category also, right? So it is category, cat category. Okay, and here we have the order detail id, right? So order, yeah. So category means it's a deviation of like if you go with Amazon, the categories are shown in your left side screen, right? So men's, kids, and some girls and babies like that, and electronics also. Okay. So the category IDs means that. Okay. If you search in your product table, so now you can see the category ID here, right? So you can also find your category by using your product table. Okay, and here we have category, customer, employee, order detail, orders, product, and the shippers, right? So here we have one more table also, that is supplier. And here, so we have supplier ID, right? So you can also connect these supplier ID into here and find what are the supplier and what is their name. Okay, so you can also find the supplier ID by using this, right? So let's see how to connect these six tables and together and get the entire tracking data. Okay, so the first initial table is order detail table or orders table. Okay, in orders table we have three IDs, right? So first you have to give your order table. Select star from orders, right? I'm going to fix A for orders, right? And here we have order ID, customer ID, employee ID, and also shipper ID, right? And next, I'm going to connect order detail table, okay, by using order ID, right? So here I'm using left join, okay. So you can also use left join for most of your programs, right? So okay, and left join, and you can also use inner join, right? So in here we have two or more columns by a single customer ID, right? So that's why I'm using left join. I want to connect the entire data into some table, okay, into the customer table or employee table or the shipper table, right? So here I have to use left join for that. If you are using inner join, it only connect the matching details, okay. So it only can connect the matching details, okay. So I want to get what other customers are not placing the order also, okay. In that kind of situation you can use left join, and after that you can find what are the customers are not placing their okay, so not placing their orders by using isnal or is not null operator. Okay, if you are giving isnal operator, okay, so what are the customers have a null value in their order table, okay, those are not placed their orders, we can simply find it. Okay, so if your give is not null, so you can get the customers who are bought or who are placed your orders. Okay, so that's why I'm using left join. You can also use inner join instead of your left join. Okay, so here I'm going to connect order detail, right? So I'm going to connect order detail, and I fix B, then on A dot order ID, okay, and equal to B dot order ID. Okay, so now we connect the both tables, right? So I'm going to run this. So now you can get the entire data from order and order detail table. Okay, now you can sort out what are the columns you want here, right? So here I want order ID, okay. So order ID, so I don't want the customer ID and shipper ID to print here, right? Because I need the data only, okay, the customer ID and shipper ID are used to connect your tables. If you want, you can print here. I just print order ID, and after that I'm going to connect. Okay, so now you can connect the tables whatever you want, right? So then here, now I'm going to connect the customer table. Just left join and customers. Okay, so you can connect n number of tables by using left join left, and then by next lines. Okay, so uh, the only condition is you want the common column between them, right? And here I'm using customers, and I declare as a C. Then after that on uh, a dot customer ID, then equal to C dot customer ID. That's all, simple. Now you can connect customer table, and I'm going to connect, and here I'm going to connect the employee table, that is D, and on a dot employee ID. Okay, then equal to D dot and equal to B dot. We don't have employee in B table. You have to give D dot. Okay, so D dot employee ID. So now you connect the employee into your table, and next in order table we have customer ID, employee ID, and shipper ID, right? So then finally I'm going to connect shipper, that is shippers, and here I'm going to give E, then on a dot shipper ID equal to E dot shipper ID. That's all. So now you can now we have connect order detail, customers, employee, shippers into orders table, right? So then you can get customer name from customer table, employee name from employee table, and shipper name from shipper table, and also you can get quantity in order detail table. Okay, so now I want to get the product name and product details. Okay, so in select start from order detail. Okay, and here we have product ID and quantity also. Okay, so now you can connect your product table into your order detail table. Okay, so just give left join. Okay, and instead of left join you can use inner join also, right? And here I'm going to connect product F on that in order table, order detail table is B, right? So here you have to give B because the product ID in B table. Okay, so B dot product ID and equal to F dot product ID. Okay, so then we have two more tables, right? One is supplier table and also category table. Okay, so let's connect both into it, right? So select, first I want to know what are the columns in customers. Okay, so that is helps to connect my category table. Okay, so we don't have any column in customers, and I'm going to check products because the category is related to products, right? And now you can see here we have a category ID and supplier ID also. So you can use product table and to connect these two tables, right? This supply table and category table also. Okay, so now you can give here as a left join, done. So left join and suppliers and FG on F dot, because F is product table, right? So supply ID in product table. That's why I'm giving f dot. Okay. So now you can see here supplier ID, right? And equal to g dot supplier ID. Okay. Now you have connected your supplier ID, and I'm going to connect one more table, that is category. Okay, so category, and I'm going to touch as a name. Okay, I'm on f dot. Okay, so because product table has supplier ID and category ID also. Okay, here I'm going to give um, g dot, sorry, f dot, right? So f is a product table. F dot, the what is the category ID, equal to h dot category ID. So now you have connect entire table to make a single query, right? Now you can specify your columns. Okay, so if uh, you want to print a common column like order id, shipper id, customer id. Okay, so in order id we have same columns in two tables, right? So in that kind of situation we have to mention uh, where I want to grab order id data. Okay, so in order id we have in orders table and also order underscore detail table, right? So here we have a and b. Okay, orders is a and order detail is b. Okay, so you have to specify by using dot symbol, where did you get from, right? So here I'm going to get the detail from a dot order id, that is a dot order id means a is orders, right? So I'm going to grab the column from orders. Okay, so if you are going to grab the unique columns, right? Some of the columns are not in this table, and also it is different, right? So the product name, it is only in product table. Okay, so we can't grab in category table, shipper table, and employee table, and also customer table. Okay, so in that kind of grabbing uh, process, okay, you can simple type your name. Okay, if you have duplicates, means if you have a two or more column in same name in your query, you have to mention what in what table you are going to grab your detail. Okay, so like a dot order id, right? So if you're having different columns, you don't mention where you're going to grab your column like a dot order id or b dot order id, like that. Okay, so here next I'm going to grab the product name, and after that I'm going to grab a category. So before that uh, I give category and product name. Okay, right? Category name, I think so. Category name, right? So the category name and product name, all are unique columns, right? So we don't have mentioned their table names. Okay, so then category name, product name, and quantity. Okay, so quantity, and after that I'm going to grab customer name and country. Okay, then after that I'm going to grab, so country is giving error, country, yeah, okay. So then product name has given and quantity is given and customer name also given, and supplier and shipper and also employee name. Okay, so employee name, For that, I'm going to check what are the columns in employee table. Okay, so we have first name and last name. Okay, we don't have employee name separately. So now we are going to add these both name into get a single name. Like here I'm doing a string concatenation, right? Just first name and give plus. So you want spacing, you can add on empty string. After that, now gives plus, then last name. Okay, then here country is not necessary. I simply delete this, and after that, so then here I have printed the value, and here I have to give a alias name, that is name, or a EMP name, that is employee name. Okay, then here uh, shipper supplier, right? Okay, shipper name. Okay, then after supplier name. That's all. Now I'm going to run this. So we have one more query in here. Okay, I'm going to run this. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. So now you get the entire data. Okay, so the entire data or entire tracking data from your database. Okay, this is the complete database for the business model company. Okay, so in here some of the products have not I have not entered their category name. Okay, so what are the uh, products have category name, it prints here. Okay, that's why it gives like null. Okay, so you can also, if you want to print without null, the just simple give where our product name. Okay, product name and is not null. That's all. Okay, now you get the value without null. Okay, so now you can see here the entire tracking data. Okay, the order id is 10248, and in these order id we have three categories. They have ordered three categories, right? And here, so the dairy products one, and the grains product one, and dairy products one more. Okay, and dairy product is something. Okay, so we have three product in single order, and quantity is this 12, 10, and 5. Okay, so who is the customer? Let's stop. N shop is the customer. Okay, so here we don't have employee name for that. Okay, so that only it puts null value. Okay, the shipper name is Federal Shipping. Okay, and supplier name. Okay, so we shipper is different. Shipper is uh, the parcel department. Okay, the supplier means the dealer, right? So now you can get the entire tracking data. Okay, so from order number to customer name and supplier name and employee name and also quantity. Okay, so you can also give track your price. Okay, so the price is in order table, right? And here we have quantity, and after that here I'm giving the price. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Now you can get the price also. Okay, so you can modify these things and modify these columns what requirement you want. Okay, so what column method you have to print, you want to print, you can simply modify your columns here, right? So you can add the n number of tables by using left and inner joins. You can add also 10 more tables here. Okay, so we now we get the detailed report. Okay, so do you have any doubts in this, or if you want uh, this query, you want this query? Because I have already shared the database. Okay, so that database have the same data. Okay, so if you want this query, I'll share you and check for your reference, right? Do you want this? Tell me, guys. You want this query?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will share in your group. Okay, so thank you all. And do you have any doubts? Please text me. Right? Thank you all.